That's a fact. I was just about to.
Take off the filter, take off the culture, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the uniform, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the White House, take off the real jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes, see some real world outside. Take off the islands, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro, hey, 5 days stay, take off the meal, and follow up. Take off the false flag, take off the self-shoot, take off the cop, the iPad, take off the unreal, take off the unsure, take off the solution, take off the fake team, take off the fake wall, take off the humble. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles, I know the feelings that came with burials, cries. You ugly, you out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house, venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and booze. I can swim in my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies ejecting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Holla, holla.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the fuck is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you, I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga, watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic, that ain't protocol.
south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak. It's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that should...
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Micah Parsons
buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
The Niners at 8-6 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 3. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. And that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
Touchdown 49ers.
Chase Claypool.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Back to throw again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Pollard again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Lamb on the end around, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Tried to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trayvon Diggs, usually known for interceptions. Here, he gets the sack. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
throwing again on second down. Prescott. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it first and 10 now out past the 20. Rolling to his right. Out toward the sideline and completing it to Pollard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. From the 30 on second down. Prescott. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But they've certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On third down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to... these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Finding space at the 40. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On play action, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Oh, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
2nd and 13. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And out across midfield down to the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Down inside the 10.
36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And he returns this to the 22.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Hey, Chris! Buffalo 18! 19 right! 19, 18! 18 Rebels! 18 Rebels! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Ready?
He'll look to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight!
They'll look to throw here. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time.
Trap 50!
They'll set up a throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
19! Come 19! 65 catch!
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here.
Petty don't matter. As the teller tatter, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's so back?